I get that sometimes when you're talking to anyone or any person, or when you're arguing with any person, you might think this man is just dumb, right? And what they say is absolutely dumb, and like they're just not going with the flow. They're not going with how it's expected. But you're never gonna end up shifting their perspective whatsoever, or make them acknowledge how bad their actions truly are, unless, or sorry, not unless, if you criticize that person, you won't get anywhere, and in fact you're gonna make the case much worse. My name is Omar Abdul Jawad, and for those who do not know me, I am a 16-year-old teen who is striving for my inevitable success, inshallah. Point here that all of you must understand: if you're annoyed by someone's actions, and you want to actually get them to change that, or you want to actually see that what they're doing is wrong, instead of attacking or blaming them, you can abide by a beautiful law in the 48 laws of power. Give me 1 minute to get this thing out. Hold on. The law says something fantastic. I read that law yesterday. Alright, it says, it's law 44. It says, disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. What's a mirror effect? So as you all know, when you look at a mirror, you can see exactly who you are. You can see exactly who you are and how you function. You look at your personalities from the outside. You look at your appearances from the outside. If you want to prove someone how much your actions, how if you want to prove to someone how much your actions are actually brutal and they're annoying and you want them to change, instead of attacking and blaming, because in that case, I always said it, I'm always gonna say it. When you attack someone, you're no longer gonna convince them, because you switch them from being on debate mode to defensive mode. They're no longer in debate now. They're just defending themselves. They're defending their dignity. They're defending their ego, because you scratched it. So what you must do in that case, you just do exactly what they're doing. If you're against someone's actions, when you talk to them in the same exact way that they're doing that you're against. Let's say you talk to someone who just makes fun of you all the time, or someone who genuinely envies you, right? And you want that to stop. You want this envy to stop. You want this hate to stop. So be the mirror of himself. You act like the mirror. Commit exactly what that person is doing, and that person will directly put himself in your perspective and imagine how bad his actions are on you and on everyone else. So by default and deliberately by that person, they will decide to just, all right, I'm sorry, I won't do that anymore. But if you attack the person, if you criticize the person, if you blame the person, you're no longer gonna achieve anything. You're just gonna switch them on defensive mode. And there's this one law I read from one of the books that I just looked the first page at. I forgot which book it was, but when I found out, I'll tell you guys. The law said, if you want honey, don't kick over the beehive. If you want to extract something out of someone, or you want to change someone, do not kick over their beehive. Do not attack them. Don't blame. You're against someone's actions. Don't tell them your actions are bad and they're stupid and so on and so forth. Because they're not, no one on earth, even if they think that they're actually wrong, will admit to the world, oh yeah, okay, you're right, I'm wrong. You can't imagine yourself telling someone, oh, what you're doing is annoying and bad and so on and so forth, and then they tell you, oh yeah, good point, yeah, what I'm doing is actually awful. No way that happens. And if it happens, that person just hates himself. But that's not how it works in our world, and that's understandable, because we all have the sense of ego. And you shouldn't even admit that you're wrong like that. You shouldn't even say, oh yeah, I've done something wrong. Because someone's blaming you and attacking you, you're no longer wrong. They're the ones who are wrong now, because they have criticized you. The best method for you to actually criticize someone, or not criticize someone, sorry. For the best method for you to actually change something in someone, do not criticize. Just do exactly what they do. Commit exactly the actions. Put them and place them in the mirror effect. Make them see their actions from their own perspective. Make them see how awful their action is. Alright? Don't ever resort to criticism. Don't resort to bullying. Don't resort to harassment. Don't resort to verbal attacks. Stick normally. Make them understand, because when you blame, I promise you no one's gonna understand. If you blame someone, no one will understand and no one will care. You scratch their ego. The scratched ego will bleed and the blood will cover their sight. It won't allow them to even look at you, or even, and it's gonna cover their hearing. It's not gonna allow them to look at you or hear you whatsoever. All they're gonna do is be like, how dare you say that to me? And try it. Try it with any single person. You want them to change something? Try to blame them. Look what happens. If they manage to change after you blame them, I swear to God, that's going to be either a miracle or that person is trying to deceive you. That is not possible, right? So stick to your methods. Don't criticize. Don't blame. You want someone to understand your viewpoint? Simply show them how bad their actions are by doing what they're doing. Do it to them. Show them the mirror effect. All right? As always, I hope you guys understood and enjoyed the video, and see you guys at the top. Bye-bye.